Anthony Navarro here with Colorado Shooting Sports. Adam Smith, our gunsmith and manager here. We would like to talk to you about rust and rust damage with guns. We had a huge flood here a couple months ago, destroyed people's houses, businesses, and we had several people coming in here with guns that were just covered in mud, rusted all to bits, and we had a lot of work that we still are working on even right now.
Yeah, we had one fellow whose entire gun safe got completely submerged, about 15 firearms, and a lot of those were older firearms that are blued. It's basically what it's a controlled corrosion. They take the steel, the pretty polished white steel, and make it rust on purpose. The problem is it's not very corrosion resistant. Those guns are going to take a lot of work to bring back to anything like the condition that they started out. Yeah. We've also seen a lot of newer generation guns, Glocks and Smith & Wesson M&Ps, and we've been amazed at how well they've actually survived living underwater for quite some time. Glocks are kind of famous for it, but the M&Ps, I was really impressed with the durability. This gun came to us looking like a giant blob of mud. It was really trashed. It had a lot of pitting and a lot of apparent surface rust on the metal, and we worked on it for a while, and I kind of dug in and spent some time on it, and there's still a little bit of remaining pitting. Stainless steel still can corrode, believe it or not, folks, especially if it's got a high iron content. If it's ferritic stainless, it can actually rust. But with the coatings they're using on these guns, especially in the barrel, the bore is the critical part of the gun. If that rusts and pits, your accuracy is done for. It's gone.
Yeah, the bore looks amazing, but we looked through this when we got it. It was horrible. There was, and you'll see from the pictures we're putting up, there was just rust all over the inside, the outside, just the whole thing. I had a kind of a feeling in my stomach. I was like, I'm not sure if we can bring it back, but this is the same gun that you're looking at in the videos. We're going to be showing pictures of it before and after. But run us through the process. And also, we did a discount for alumni that had, or even anybody.
Anybody who has flood damaged guns. My basic cleaning rate, we did a discount on that, which is actually a double discount because not only are we charging you less, cleaning up a gun that looks like a giant ball of mud actually takes longer than a standard cleaning. But it's the right thing to do. We're trying to help folks out who are having a tough time of it, and I've got the skills and the training to actually do right by these guns. So I want to make sure that people are bringing their stuff to me, and I'm going to try to save them.
And with that said, the stocks, I cannot believe that all the stocks on some of the guns that we took care of, they look like they were made yesterday. Adam was running the bathrooms, and he was just rinsing mud off and getting stuff done and drying everything out. And the stocks, I can't see any warping at all on them.
There's some of the thinner ones, the shotguns that have real thin wood. Some of them did expand and split, but the rifle stocks, the pistol, the revolver stocks, the grips that I'm working on, those I think we're all going to be able to save. A couple of them will need a little refinishing, but mostly they actually survive pretty well. One thing I do want to say, if you guys do ever have a gun that gets really rusty and submerged, your gun safe's underwater. If you've ever seen, the old marine archaeology shows where they bring the things up from the bottom of the ocean and they leave them in salt water until they're ready to start cleaning them and restoring them, do that. It's actually better if it's wet to put it in a bucket of water and bring it to me still submerged. The guns don't really start to rust until they're in contact with air. And as the air evaporates that water, that's when the corrosion really kicks off. So if you do have guns that are submerged in water and full of mud, it's fine to rinse them with water, but don't let them air dry. Again, put them in a big bucket of water and bring them to me like that. It actually will retard the corrosion quite a bit and make it easier for me to try to preserve them. Yep. So,
and that's one of the reasons why we're a big fan of like Glocks and M&Ps is that these Melanite or the Tennifer finishes that are out there, they are very, very effective. And keep in mind, even when you've rubbed them and they look like the finish has rubbed off, it's actually still there. Yep. And they do coat the inside of the barrels with that as well.
And those coatings are actually, they're not just painted on coating. They actually change the surface structure of the metal. The nitriding processes they use changes the metal usually about 8 thousandths into the case. Yeah. So that it's not just, again, the black is just a phosphate. The actual coating itself, the change in the metal is something that it's not just for aesthetics. It really does make it not only harder, but also extraordinarily corrosion resistant.
So again, I know it's been a couple months since the flood, but if you're just now uncovering guns that were damaged, bring them in and let's have our experts work on them and help you bring those guns back to fighting form. And thank you very much again, Anthony and Adam with Colorado Shooting Sports. Have a great day.